What's up?
Did y'all have a good Christmas?
I was doing this when it was coming on. Jennifer says, I hope they can see that.
He was dancing. Did you all have a good Christmas? We hope so.
We did. I don't know. Well, it's on my...
There we go. I was trying to let it populate.
We had about this much snow, which was a real freak because it started raining yesterday. No, the day before yesterday, right? It rained all day long, and then a cold front hit, and it kept raining, turned into snow, and it froze at the same time, so we've got ice underneath the snow.
It's awesome. Awesome.
So, guys, I have the whole floor is studded for the exterior walls. I've got one gable end done. I'll be working on the other gable end. Of course, the videos are behind, but I'm letting you all know because you come to the live stream. So probably tomorrow or the next day, I'll get the gable end done. And so then it's going to be time for me to start milling up some 12-foot 2x4s because I'm going to need some more because I have to place 5 of them horizontally in each section around there, and there's 10 sections, so that I can screw my vertical exterior to because they're 1x10s and they're going to be like board and batten. So when I get those 2x4s put on, I need 50 of them. Then I can, well, actually the radiant barrier will go on first and then the 2x4s go on because there has to be a space between it and the solid material. And the only thing that'll come in contact with it would be the 2x4 that goes crossways. So in between that, I'll have sections where it should work to help return the heat on the inside, and then in the summertime, keep the heat from the sun from coming in. But I thought, you know what? This would be really cool because I'm going to get that radiant barrier put on, and the only place that I'll have plastic will be the windows and the doors go, right? So with that wood stove in there, I will be able to give you a report on how well the radiant barrier works before I get insulation in. So that ought to be pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the result is going to be on the radiant barrier. And then, of course, you put an R factor in there with that, it'll be even that much more improved. So that'll be kind of cool. Merry Christmas, yeah, to all of you guys. And in case we forget, because you see, I have to write things down. Happy New Year to everybody, lest I forget to say that. So, anywho, let's see. Lord, there's so many people on here.
Somebody asked where Smoky was at, and I said, he's the devil and he's downstairs.
Yeah, he's in the basement. He had to get one little paddling tonight because he wouldn't mind. He's around 3 other dogs, and he just went bananas. He wasn't listening to nobody, so right now is the time to teach him. I had to grab him up and scold him a little bit, but he's downstairs. The other little dogs are up here because they don't get along real well. They're very, 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 very very jealous of each other. If I put one in my lap, the other one growls. If I put that one down, put the other one in my lap, that one growls. So,
hey, Scott, you said another bad joke? All my jokes are good. They're just corny. John, you're right. I need to wake up. I'm tired. I've cooked all day.
So,
hey, I cooked all day yesterday.
Huh?
Patrick,
I cooked all day yesterday. The whole day. Literally the whole day.
Hey, listen. What do you call 50 pigs and 50 deer? 100,000 bucks. Maybe I'm the only one that thought that was funny. But Debbie said it a minute ago, and I had to use it. I like it.
Richard, do you miss the ambulance?
I think he's getting depressed. Does he need to go back to work?
Seriously? Not one bit. I'll tell you what, I did not mind the serious calls. Now, I never did like the tone going off because that means somebody's not having a good day, right? At least 50% of the time, because the other 50% of the time, it was
You know
just.
you're gonna get flack for this.
Pardon me?
You're gonna catch flack for this.
No, I'm not. This is the truth. This is the fact. The other 50% of the time, people would use the ambulance just as a taxi ride to the ER.
That's the truth.
When they had vehicles that they could have taken themselves and went there, but a lot of them would think that, you know, they could circumvent the service by going in through the ER by ambulance,
and they wouldn't have to wait. There's
been many patients that I put in a wheelchair and escorted them to the front lobby, and they had to wait with everybody else because they weren't serious enough to be seen in the ER, because they have, you know, a triage that they have to go by back there. But I do miss running, you know, the real stuff, the stroke, the heart attack, the motor vehicle accidents, the gunshots, all that kind of stuff. I know it sounds bad, but, you know, that's real. And you don't ever mind going out on those calls. But the other ones, I'll tell you what, it just wore me out. So I do not miss that part at all.
Hey, what do you call a line of rabbits that take a step back? A receding hairline. Oh, I'm having chest pain or some type of.
So, oh man, I know exactly what you mean. I was in law enforcement, and I agree with you completely.
Benji.
I have Benji who?
What?
Oh, hey James, what's up? I have a few EMT friends who say the same thing.
Benji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What up, Benji?
The real work is hard, but so rewarding to help people. That's true. That's why I said what I did. I never did mind that, but the other folks, no. Anywho.
What else were you going to talk about? Boots.
Oh.
All kind of stuff.
Listen, we got some boots with the fur.
Yes, everybody circle the airport just a second.
Okay.
You see, whoops, you see this? How many of you have ever heard of Rock Rooster? Okay, I have a fairly new pair of Red Wing boots that I bought, okay? Chilling with the new grandson. That's cool, James. So I have a brand new pair, or like I say, a fairly new pair of Red Wing. Okay, those are really good boots. And I don't mind paying for them, you know, because you're going to get what you pay for. They'll last longer. But Rock Rooster, I had seen these on a few other channels, and I was talking to Patrick. I said, you know, we ought to reach out to that company, and just so happened they wrote us. So I'm going to show you what they sent us, and these are going to be coming available, okay, to you all. We're going to be doing a review on these for them, but I wanted to see what they were going to look like and wear like first. But when I show this to you, they are built really, really well. Actually, better than my Red Wings.
I haven't even seen it.
Okay. But
I don't even have a pair yet.
Yeah, the pair she wanted, they weren't in stock. They said that they would inform us as soon as they came in, which was going to be, what, a few days, Patrick? Something like that. Anyway, they're going to give you 15% off on these boots if you want them. But I thought I would. This is the style that Patrick and I both picked out, and we didn't even know until we each picked them out. But they even sent an extra pair of shoelaces. But I want you to check this out.
Here.
The sole is sewed on. Okay.
I don't know, Donald. What is it?
And I mean, they are, well, this is steel-toed, and I didn't want that.
I'm glad it.
Oh, well. You don't ever want to drop anything heavy when you got a steel toe because it'll cut your toes off. I don't know if they're waterproof or not, but guys, this is thick, heavy leather, and it's all sewn on. I didn't want anything that was glued on, and they even have inserts. We can tell them later during the review. I just wanted to show these to you. They have. Let's see if I can dig it out here. See that insert? They've got cool air or whatever they call those things, but these are really, really nice, and they're kind of made the same way the Red Wing is, the way that they lace up. But I wanted to show these to you all because they are really built well. So that should be coming up soon in one of our reviews.
Hey, I have a little shout out to give.
I don't think it's a steel toe.
Yeah, it's a steel toe. Or composite toe.
Yeah.
I have
whatever that is.
Scott. So they want to know if they're made in the USA or China.
I'm looking right now.
But Patrick's looking. I have a shout out that I want to give. It is to Christian, Prince, Catalina, and Duke. I hear from Duke quite often, and we just wanted to give you a shout out and say, hey. Hey. Hey.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone. Donald, that joke.
Huh?
Yeah, he was agreeing with me. He doesn't like the steel. These are actually composite. I forgot. But the steel toe boots are good if you're just kind of knocking around, you know, and you drop a lightweight tool or something like that. But if you were carrying anything substantial, you know, 100 or 200 pounds, just my way of thinking, if it hit just right, it could fold the toe in, press down, and actually cut your toes off. So I've managed to avoid
maybe from Australia.
I've managed to avoid lots of accidents by thinking ahead. Let's see. Hey, from Britain. Hey, guys.
Florida. Man, I'd like to be in Florida.
So another thing that I've got planned, as soon as I can get that siding on the house and kind of closed in somewhat, I'm going to start on the chicken house. And I'm going to flip-flop back and forth. You guys remember, now I have a place to stay. I'm not in any big hurry to finish that cabin. And
isn't that true?
It gives me a chance to film other things because, you know, for 6 days I filmed putting down floor joists. For 6 days I filmed putting up 2x4s. So I know for a lot of viewers that kind of gets monotonous. So I want to be able to mix it up a little bit, because once I get the exterior done, the biggest portion will be knocked out. Then all I have to do is frame a few inside walls, which is only going to be three inside walls. And here pretty soon I'm going to do another walkthrough and I'll tell you the floor plan. Also, a lot of people have asked, it's less than 1,000 square feet, which still seems too much. I wished I'd went ahead and cut a couple of those beams out and pulled my truck into 1/3 of that.
Papa said steel-toed boots. Those are frog shoes.
They're frog shoes.
Steel-toed.
Okay.
Sorry, I like that one.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah,
Andrew
the chicken
Whaley.
house. I'm excited about getting started on that because it's going to be another one of those medieval hobbit style buildings. Okay, so that should be a lot of fun. And I've got some designs in my head that I want to use up there. Let's see, what else? Oh, I mentioned to you recently about the raised beds. I want to put in at least 3.5 more of those. I told Jennifer, she's really good at canning. I told her I wanted her to come up and teach me how to can this next fall when I harvest everything that comes out of those beds. So we'll be doing that on video too.
Australia.
Yeah. Hobbit doghouse for Smoky.
I thought that was a good idea. I told Chris that was a good idea.
You know, he's probably going to be staying in the big house. Let's see. Oh, I keep getting questions on how to spell his name. Listen, the Great Smoky Mountains is Smoky. Okay?
Dad, Smoky the dog for the Tennessee Volunteers is Smoky.
Yeah, but it's not Smoky.
But listen.
It's Smoky.
I wanted to name him Smoky with an EY, and everyone else went against me on the last live, so guess what? Y'all got the KY.
It's Smoky, just like Smoky Mountain Outpost or Great Smoky Mountains or anything else that's smoky. Let's see. What else?
David, you might be waiting a while.
What's that?
He said he ordered a chicken and an egg before Christmas. He'd let us know which one comes first.
Hey, Annette. Merry Christmas to you all from South Africa. Oh,
wow,
2
it's 2 a.m. Listen, some of you
so sorry.
We're not, well, we're sorry, but we're glad they're here.
Yeah.
I mean, in these different countries, we know it's late, so we appreciate you all so much.
You know, what do you do? The reason I chose
Monday.
5 a.m. for the videos to go up, when I looked around the world, that seemed like it would catch people on the late end, you know, when it was like dark 30, or it would catch people on the early end when it was still dark 30, but they were getting ready to go to work. So I thought, well, 5 a.m. I guess is the best time. And 7 seemed like a good time, honestly, for us, because I work out there until, you know, it starts getting dark. Then I have to come home, shower and everything, and get ready to come over to Jennifer's house. And normally she'll fix something and I'll eat before we come on to one of these live streams. So,
I made good food today.
Oh, yeah. We had turkey and ham and rolls and corn and green beans and
mashed potatoes
and no sweet stuff because I don't like that.
Oh, it's all over there.
Yeah.
Chocolate cake.
No.
Sorry, I don't know if my connection's bad or not, but all my comments are like going through really fast.
Your speaking is not with your lips.
I've lost 15 pounds since I left EMS. You want to know why?
I'm worried.
Because I'm working more. Okay, people in EMS don't work that hard. They're very busy and it's all up here, but they basically ride around in the ambulance, okay? Do a lot of lifting, but that doesn't get rid of the weight because you have to eat fast food a lot. If you work at the fire department, that's different because they don't get as many calls. You can afford to hang out there. They don't have transfers and all that kind of thing. But I'll tell you what, in EMS, I could not take my food or make it there because it was just one call right after the other. But anyway, I did like working at the fire department because we did get a chance to fix food and eat. Let's see. I got a fishing trip coming up soon. I'll try to take the cameras and video that.
See you, Benji. Thank you.
What did he say?
He
got to go.
But
okay.
Listen, he said that he talked to Mark Kimmons and he's going to try to – Benji's going to try to get up to the Outpost. And him and Mark had a good conversation, so you might need to call him and check that out.
Holy cow.
Cool bean.
Benji and Mark.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going insane. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Listen, in case you guys don't know, these are people that my dad worked with when he worked for Bell South. 2 amazing guys, and
James is a good guy, good friend of mine. Mark is a good guy, good friend. I think James still works there, but Mark's retired. He now lives in Florida. But he said he would try to come up soon. And yeah, me and James, we need to hook up and need to get him out there and cook for him and eat some good food and hang out with him. You guys would enjoy him on video. He's a cut up. But yeah, that'd be great.
What's everybody saying about Smoky taking my spot?
He is the new
he took his spot too. So don't worry.
No, he did, didn't he? He really is a cute little booger.
He ain't done nothing but sit there and bark, and he took both y'all's spots.
Yeah. You just can't ever tell jokes like me, so.
I'm going to be making my own front door. I think I mentioned that to you. I'm thinking about making it about 3 inches thick and having some glass cut special put in there. I'm going to have some big hinges about 2 feet long, kind of like the Munsters front door, you know, with one of the big bong, bong, bong things. But yeah, I thought I would try my hand at making the front door because the one on the toilet didn't turn out too bad. So,
okay. You ever walked into an antique store and asked them what's new?
Nothing. It's all old stuff.
Somebody just said that. I thought it was funny.
Oh. Let's see. Oh, by the way, if you guys haven't checked out our new review channel, it's doing well. Go over there, help us out, and subscribe to it because that helps us get it out to more people because YouTube actually refers it to people. But it's getting traction and it's doing a lot better. But I thought I would say that if y'all haven't, gone over there and subscribed, because I'm trying to explain. A lot of times what I'll do is when I finish that day, I'll cut the camera off after saying goodbye. Then I'll cut it back on and I'll do a review, basically telling you what I did, why I did it, how I did it, things like that, things that I wouldn't want to say, on the other channel. And it's not a big deal to film that because I just turn the camera on, basically talk. You don't see a whole lot of switching angles and stuff like that. It's just kind of a straight on thing. Speaking of cameras, I am doing, all right, heads up. I'm doing a year-end review, okay? I spent about 10 hours on the computer putting clips together. I got about another 10 hours because I'm only halfway through. So it's going to end up being 2 hours or more long. So you all be sure, check that video out because it's probably going to take me 3 days to make it. It generally takes me about 3 hours to make a 30-minute video for you all to see after I get home. Then it takes 30 minutes to load it to the desktop, and then another 30 minutes to an hour to load it up to YouTube so that y'all can watch it. And I thought, land sakes, I'm going to spend 3 full days making this other video. So please go and watch it. But it should be cool because I let Patrick see part of it yesterday on a Zoom. And he said, man, that's pretty good. I didn't even show one bit of cooking in there until today. I showed Jennifer and I were working on the compost toilet in the video, and I showed making some hot dogs in there. So, hey, Art, what's up?
Not going to be in it a whole lot, if not even almost at all, maybe until the very, very end. Because this is the whole last year, from January till now.
Maybe he'll insert whenever I broke my fingers.
No, I done past that. Every part that we have done, which just little snippets, okay, from last January where we left off from the previous year all the way up until actually right about now. So I'll show you up to the point where I'm at in the cabin now. So let's see. Here's another comment I keep getting, and just so that you all know, they want to know why don't I put the lag bolts in with the impact driver? Well, if I did, my arms wouldn't get a workout. I like strenuous, manual, labor intensive stuff. I think that's what helps to keep you young.
Haven't y'all learned this?
Yeah.
Because he does nothing the easy way.
I mean, I like that workout. He
even drives to the Outpost the long way.
So I don't want.
Hey, even if it was a straight road, he'd drive slower.
He would. I'm not gonna ruin my tires.
I don't want the easy way out. Okay, I want a workout. Let's see.
Oh, that's a good idea.
What's that?
With your main build, may I ask why you're bothering with dorms above the windows and doors when the beams? Oh, I don't know what he's meaning.
All right. First of all, I don't mind to overbuild anything. They're asking why about headers over the doors and the windows. I don't actually need them. Okay, because I have post and beam, which is the same thing. But I will tell you this. whether you know it or not, those beams do have a bit of sag in them. Okay, we're spanning almost 13 feet, and even though it's 7 by 7, all right, it still has a little bit of sway to it. Of course, the 2x4s are going to do away with any more sag that it has, because then it's going to have to sag the bottom beams. Okay, but then underneath that, remember, I've got that little bitty 2x4 stud wall that goes down to the concrete. That's basically for my stone wall. So actually, it's girding everything else up. I don't really need them. And I've decided, since I'm using so many 2x4s, I'm probably not going to cut some 2x6s and put them in there. But now, if I had that stuff cut, I would put it in, because I don't mind overbuilding. There's nothing wrong with it. But do I need it? No, I don't, because the beams are acting as a header. So probably what's going to happen is you will see me go in there, cut a 2x4, put it across, because I have to have something to first of all, insert the window. Then I have to have something to nail. I'm going to do sheetrock up top, 4 feet up, and then the bottom portion. It's not quite 8 feet. It's 8 feet to the top of the upper beam. So I've got 7 foot and 5 inches to deal with. So I can actually come down a full 4 feet on the sheetrock, because I would rather cut the wood than have to cut the sheetrock and tape it. So I'll do 4 feet of sheetrock, and then the very bottom probably be about 36, 38 inches for, I'm going to put T111 siding, because it's rough. Everything in there is going to be rough. And speaking of rough, a lot of people are like, they didn't like the angle iron idea. I actually like it. You're going to see it on the inside. It makes it kind of look like any other steakhouse you've been to, or any other place that has put post and beam together that didn't use mortise and tenon. They actually used angle iron joints. But did you see the review where Patrick made the galvanized pipe lights? Well, we're going to put those in the house too. And so that kind of iron is going to match. Okay. So I think it's going to look really cool once I get it all dressed up. I think that you will be very surprised that it's going to look really good. So thought I'd throw that in there. By the way, today I was going to go out there and work, but I barely made it out there because the power line was only about 6 feet off the road. We had so much ice and so much snow that it broke the trees down. Trees are down across the power. I had about this much room left between the power line, because it was underneath on the bottom side of the tree, and the top of the cab of the roof of the truck. I got out and looked once I got up there close enough, and I could see that I had about that much space, and I went underneath that tree. When I got past that, my sister, she'd been without power a couple of days. They sat with blankets around them because they have electric heat. And they realized that from early on, years back, they actually had a propane, or what do you call that eye that glows on top of a propane tank? They actually had one of those in the garage. So they thought about it a day later, and they went out and got it. But they were in fear that they were going to run out of propane. So I actually took my brother-in-law to this one of the stores that were open in town and got him some propane today. But my point was, when I finally made it out there, I couldn't get up to my place. So I had to walk up, me and the little dog. He was freaking out because he didn't know what all that snow was. Walked up there, got the chainsaw, cut my way back to the truck. Then I got the truck up there, turned around, went up to my neighbor's house because he's in his 70s, cut my way up his driveway in 3 or 4 different spots. Moved all that stuff, chased the dog for a while because he kept wanting to go. You know, he didn't know what all that stuff was. And got up there, checked on him. He was okay. Then went over to my sister's house, cut some more trees to get up to her driveway. Then took them to go get propane. I thought, well, I'm not going to get nothing done today. So I just came on back, worked on that 2-hour video, or that year-end review, and then came out here. But when I called Patrick, I said, "Yeah, Susie's been sitting up there without any power for the last couple of days." He said, "Well, that's even more reason to go solar, isn't it?" And I think so, because it happens a whole lot out there, guys. There's the power goes out quite frequently because it's kind of out in the boondocks.
We call it the stick.
I visited Smoky Mountain earlier this week. Beautiful place. I told my family this is where Smoky Mountain Outpost is. Keep up the.
Hey, you were near us, actually.
Yeah, you were.
Do you need different chargers for your DeWalt tools, or does one charger work for all DeWalt tools?
It all works for the same one.
I bought them all the same batteries.
Yeah, my Milwaukee's all the same.
Let me talk about that. So, well, you kind of talked about it already a little bit in the video. So why did I get him different tools? So, I didn't want to actually. At first I was going to buy all DeWalt stuff. Because I was purchasing some DeWalt stuff. It was really heavy duty. Their hammer drill is incredible. Their impact driver was great too, but then I started having a little bit of trouble with the chuck on the hammer drill. Took it back, got a replacement, same problem. Took it back, got a replacement, same problem. So after 3 tries, I was like, well, I'm going to give another brand a try. So I tried Milwaukee, haven't had any troubles. Every brand's going to have a little bit of trouble, with parts or whatever. The collet on the impact driver for Milwaukee seems to give a lot of people trouble, but the impact driver itself is very fast, very powerful. The batteries last a long time. So after getting him and investing in the Milwaukee, I wanted to start investing in Milwaukee angle grinder, Milwaukee planer, and they do have those available. But then after reading reviews, everyone was raving about the DeWalt angle grinder. So I went ahead and was like, well, I'll get the DeWalt angle grinder because my dad never wanted to buy battery powered stuff because he liked the power from corded stuff. So I'm like, okay, I need to make sure that, I'm making the best purchase. And so batteries wasn't as much of an issue. So got the angle grinder from DeWalt. And then when I started looking at planers, again, I wanted to get the Milwaukee planer, but they haven't updated their planer in 5 or 6 years. And again, I was actually going to get the Makita one, but it was more expensive than the DeWalt one that I got. And so, the Makita one had what do you call where the wood chips come out, that little port. It had one on both sides, whereas the DeWalt one only has it on one side. So if you ever have a wood shop, you can only hook that little tube up on one side. Whereas the Makita, you can do both. But again, it was more pricey and the DeWalt was just killing. So I decided to go ahead and get the DeWalt since you already had DeWalt batteries. So that was okay. So I'm trying to stick between DeWalt and Milwaukee. I really want Milwaukee only. But that's kind of how that happened. The other thing that he may have explained to you guys on the video is he only has a Lowe's near him. Home Depot is a pretty far drive. So we got the Matebo saw. I was actually going to get him a Milwaukee circle saw, but we got the Matebo one because he needed the circle saw that day. And he didn't have time to drive out to Home Depot. So I said, okay, go ahead and go to Lowe's. I'll get this one because it was been in between the Matebo and the Milwaukee. And I really did want to get the Milwaukee stuff. So if I had the choice, it would be all Milwaukee. But all the stuff that we got works great, has great reviews. I researched those things for hours and hours and hours. So
I watched a review yesterday on a guy that does flooring. And he said that he's had his DeWalt for about 3 years. He just bought the Milwaukee. And he said, I'm going to take it out there and test it out. Well, he actually did a day 2.
What was it?
A review.
Yeah, on what tool? I missed what you said.
Okay, I watched a review on a guy who was did flooring.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, anyway, so he had the DeWalt nailer, framing nailer. He said about 3 years, and he just bought the Milwaukee. He said, I really don't need it because I've got this other one. He said, but I seen it and I heard about the reviews on it. It's the Generation 2. Anyway, because he said he had a Generation 1 Milwaukee, what was it? Finish nailer. And he said it wasn't worth a hoot. He said, but the Generation 2 stuff, he said he'd been hearing good reviews. So he took it out there. He said the problem with his DeWalt, a lot of times if you're using post oak or some type of oak wood, it would drive the nail in, bend the head over, and still be left up so high. He said it happens quite frequently. And he showed what he was doing. He was working in an old home, remodeling a floor, and he said there's a lot of post oak in here. So he was going through there trying to nail the new flooring down, and you could see where it wouldn't go down. I'm sorry, not the flooring, but the material he was using to gird up the old floor joists. He was putting new wood on each side of them. Anyway, 3 of them in a row, it didn't drive him in. Then it hit a spot where it drove it in. But he said this Milwaukee has not missed a lick. He went through there every time he hit it. And I can tell you that framing nailer that Patrick just got me, I've got 2. I've got one that runs by air compressor. It's the Matebo. Then I've got this Milwaukee. The one that runs off the air compressor does a really good job. But this one that's battery operated also does a really good job. He also mentioned that the difference between his DeWalt and the Milwaukee is the Milwaukee does not have to charge up. In other words, you hear the DeWalt charging up, then it hits the nail. But the Milwaukee will just rapid fire. Okay, there's no buildup in it. Just as soon as you pull the trigger, it shoots it. I don't know how it does it, but it does. And then that joist hanger, he said, was about almost an inch longer and would go out about an inch wider. So that he liked that idea too, because the other one just barely would fit over some of the floor joists. Because
you're talking about the hanger on the side of the nail gun.
The older wood wasn't exactly an inch and a half like the new standard wood. It could be 2 inches. You know, so you need that bigger one to go on there. But it was a really good review, and I thought, well, I'm glad we got this one, you know. So, but yeah, my chargers, they're not a big deal. All the batteries work because they're pretty much all the same size with all of them. Let's see. Oh,
some people mentioned the lights earlier, and I just wanted to, before I forgot, I wanted to speak on that. Thank you. I appreciate you watching the video. I'm glad you like it. It's really simple. It's really cheap. I've been thinking about for a while, actually, even before I made my first one. I'm like, man, if I ever get into that, I kind of want to make them, put some cedar blocks on the bottom of them, put like a little piece of lamp cord with like a foot switch button to turn it on and off, and then maybe get into selling them. So if you guys would like that, or would like to purchase one or have one made for you, I can definitely do that and put them up. So you can just let us know.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to put them in the cabin up there because I think they're really cool. You know, it's not something that would be easily broken either. The only thing that you're going to break is the bulb on the inside of it.
I think it would look really good with the angle iron too.
It's going to look awesome, especially when I get that bear skin back that's going to go on the wall and some of the other stuff. I'm going to be making my own bed frame using the wood, kind of like I did the outdoor kitchen, where I just peel the bark off of it, cut some mortises, and put some tenons in it, and bam, there you go.
Sun.
Yeah, bam, sun. There you go. So I'm going to be making some furniture. Let's see.
Hey.
My
cowboy.
My solar needs. I don't think I'm going to have a massive solar system, because the refrigerator and the hot water heater, and maybe if I get a freezer, would be a small freezer. I think I'm going with propane. That way I don't have to worry about days where I don't have a lot of sunshine. The propane, the freezer should last, a while. Propane's not that hard to come by. And I think that if I got a 500-gallon tank up there, that it should last me a good while for those two types of uses. So some LED lights, a place to plug in my computer, and, a place that I can charge some batteries, things like that. I shouldn't have a massive need for a lot of solar, I don't intend on putting a microwave in there. Popcorn, things that I would generally nuke, I can do that over the fire now that I've got a stove in there. And I think that I won't have to spend a whole lot of money on a solar system.
Okay. What's it called when one cabin eats another cabin? Cabinalism. Did you just snore, Pappy?
Yeah. I was thinking of the hat joke.
Oh, no.
By the way, my dad doesn't like sports, so just give me 20 seconds to talk about this. Someone mentioned my hat, the Lakers. I'm not a Los Angeles Lakers fan, okay? Not at all. I bought this when Kobe Bryant died, just in honor of him. That's it. And I just wear it because I like the colors and it matches my shirt. See? Purple and yellow. So, got to look clean. But no, I'm not a Lakers fan.
Your dad likes
baseball.
I like baseball. I like MMA. I like boxing. I like things like that. I do not like football. I do not like basketball, tennis, golf, none of that.
Hey, but he likes work.
I love to work. Yeah. But anywho, let's see. I was going to, it's really entertaining a lot of times to read comments. I got a comment the other day. I don't remember who it was. I wouldn't tell you even if I could remember. But
we wouldn't remember though, don't worry.
They literally commented that I didn't say anything about a shower in the bathroom, that would be really primitive. No.
I promise you he'll wash himself.
I didn't mention anything about a toilet paper holder either, but I guarantee you there's going to be one in there. Okay? Who would not make a bathroom with a shower, not have a shower in it? I mean, I cannot remember everything. And I would, you just think when you say bathroom that all the things that go with it, right? But yes, there will be,
You never know.
There will be a shower in there. Will be run by rainwater. I think I mentioned that, did I not? And the washer will be run by rainwater, and then the sink will be rainwater. My drinking water, I purchased that because I don't like the taste of the chlorine. I don't like the taste of the iron and the sulfur that we have in the water out where I live. All the same water table that everybody gets their stuff from, it's filled with iron and sulfur. It makes your clothes yellow. It's very, very, very difficult to get out. I spent $2,500 on a water softening system, and it would still turn your clothes yellow in the previous home. So, but the rainwater should be soft enough that I can use for those other purposes.
If and when you watch TV, what's your favorite baseball team?
He doesn't watch sports.
I know. I mean,
I don't watch them anymore.
He'll play them.
Yeah, my dad has a gun for an arm, y'all. You just don't know. And a swing that would knock you out of the park. I'm a Houston Astros fan. Don't hate.
Hey, Patrick, this one's for you. I love your shirt. I have the Powerling on my Facebook.
Powerline
on my face.
You gotta have watched this movie to know what this is.
Oh well, and he obviously knows.
Okay.
What's a Japanese?
You know a Goofy movie?
Huh?
What?
A Goofy movie.
Goofy. Like
Goofy. A hook?
Yeah, we know Goofy.
Yeah.
There's a guy who tests battery-powered tools in real applications. For Impact Driver, the Milwaukee beat every brand, including DeWalt.
That's true.
Patrick Phillips.
Hmm?
He told me earlier I had a big stain on my shirt, so I was like looking like this, and the joke was on me that had no stain.
I'm telling you, Goofy Movie was it.
When are you and him going fishing?
I don't know. I'll let y'all know.
Next time.
It'll be soon. All right.
Yeah, Milwaukee and DeWalt are like Ford and Chevy, back and forth. Speed and power is what they're about.
Who? Us?
Milwaukee and DeWalt.
I'm going to tell you what, guys.
No, not you.
Our driveway, my sister's and mine, are probably a 15 to 20 degree angle, okay? The ice underneath the snow today, I got halfway up. The trees were bent over. I had to stop, okay? Got the trees out of my way and
my shoes untied.
Went from a dead stop to momentum going up the hill hardly without spinning the tires in four-wheel drive. I don't know if it's particular about the 2016 Chevy, but I seen a review where they had a brand new one where they said that it wouldn't climb. It showed where other people had been and they were off in the ditch. My truck didn't have a problem at all. It just tracked right on up. My sister's the same way. So I was really proud of that. Our website, what's so funny?
I mentioned Milwaukee and DeWalt being like Ford and Chevy.
Well, it made me think of it.
Squirrel.
Our website, Patrick now has, if you go there, look where it says schedule, and then you'll find events in there. It's not laid out like I would like it, but it shows.
I'm fixing that. It may be messed up right now because I'm actually fixing it like you like it.
It has a button. You'll see 4 buttons because I told him, I said, make January, February, March, and April when the live streams are going to be on what day. And you go in there and press on that button, and then the date pops up. We want the date to be under there, but we can't figure out how to get the button out from in there now. But if you go to our website, excuse me, you should be able to see January, February, March, and April for the live streams and the date.
Somebody just told me my shoes was untied.
That's because you're gullible.
And I had to look, but I have little slippers on.
Hey, what? Wait, hold on.
Somebody said your shoes are Patrick.
Hold on. What do you mean?
I don't know.
I'm confused. Hey.
That's for horses.
Okay, Nat. Good night.
How does a cabin get on the internet? It logs in. That was a good one. Hi, Irene. Listen to choose.
Bentley. Also, probably if I can remember it, don't forget about our 40,000 subscriber giveaway. We're getting closer. Be sure to tell all your family, friends, people you work with, everybody about the channel and about the giveaways, not only on our main channel, but also our second channel because we're doing giveaways there. Our 40,000 giveaway is a brand new Stihl chainsaw, MS-180. So I need to bring that back out again because people may have forgotten. And I'm going to tell you, folks, as the channel grows, so will the prizes. Okay? Woo-hoo. I'm looking forward to possibly giving away a sawmill one of these days, or giving away a tractor.
I'll win it.
Giving away a tractor one of these days. So, you know, if I live long enough to do that, that's what I'm going to do. So be sure and tell everybody. Also, I want to tell you all that we did not receive any confirmation about the hoodies and the T-shirts, so we will be redrawing that.
I need to make sure. I'm gonna confirm that. But yes,
we give people 2 weeks because that should be time enough for them to drop us an email and we receive it. Okay, that should be pretty much instant. But we don't want things to drag on. So if we don't get any confirmation within 2 weeks, we will redraw. So it looks like that's what we're going to do is redraw names again, and we'll have 3 prizes to give out. One on the review, the new one on the Outpost, and the old one, the one that we didn't get any confirmation on. So be looking for that. Let's see. What else did
Why don't cannibals like to eat clowns?
Huh?
Why don't cannibals like to eat clowns? Because they taste funny. That was funny. Oh, me.
What hoodie do you have?
Pardon me?
He asked David what hoodie he has.
I have a hoodie, but would love to.
Hey, Argentina.
Which hoodie do you have, David? What does it look like? Is it this one?
Or is it his Superman?
Da, da, da. Is it?
Oh, by the way, speaking of, I was working today on, I don't know if you're in here or not, but I was working on taking the Outpost and putting it on a shirt. I'm still working on that. Someone asked about it like months ago, but then they also asked about it like on one of our videos. I'm working on that. I think I can do it, and it'll be out soon.
You should go get it so we can try.
We also thought about doing something like T-shirts like this, okay, but putting the year on it, like Outpost 2020, Outpost 2021, Outpost 2022. So that way people could actually have shirts and say, hey, I've been here since 2020 or 2021 or 2022.
Well, the other thing too is I might, if we, I was thinking about if we do that, I might end up taking off the previous years, so you can't get them anymore.
Yeah. So if y'all think that's a cool idea, let us know. And if you've got any ideas on merchandise, Patrick wants to come up with some new designs this next year. So be sure and feed us some information.
That's your cue.
On, huh?
That's your cue.
What? What are you talking about?
What?
That's your cue.
What is?
Okay, you all, any follower, can you please tell him what that's your cue means?
Oh.
Please, come on, somebody, tell us what it means.
I was talking. I wasn't even following you.
Do you get it?
What's my cue to what?
Leave.
Leave.
Bye.
Bye. When we're telling him goodbye, when Woody didn't leave, you said that was your cue.
You say it every time someone comes up.
No. I was being funny. A line on the shirt that they could buy says that's your cue. No, I had you stumped and I was just going to keep on. Oh, he mad.
No, you threw him off. Now you don't know what he was talking about.
I did.
Why didn't you just say that would be a good T-shirt? That's your.
Yeah, I think that's what she said.
I did. I just didn't hear it all.
Someone said
you interrupted me, and then
somebody wants Smoky on a T-shirt.
Huh?
Somebody wants Smoky on a T-shirt.
That'll be hard.
He's black. You wouldn't be able to see it.
Well, no, I'll make an outline of him and then put him on. I got it. I'll do it.
We could take a picture of him.
I've got a really cute picture.
Let's see.
You filled out your list earlier. What else you got?
Jojo?
No. He's talking about time to leave. Put it on a T-shirt.
Look at little Moki.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Did I forget anything, Patrick or Jennifer?
Oh yeah, here you go.
Oh yeah,
put that out earlier.
Patrick. Yeah, we thought we would tell y'all that we're gonna run 20% off if there's anything that you want in there. I just happened to have received a couple of cups that Patrick ordered for me, and then had a visitor there, and I was able to give him a cup to take home with him. That was really nice to have that. We probably need to order about a half a dozen in case we ever have any visitors up there. We could send them home with a cup. But
Patrick. The other Patrick.
Those are pretty cool. Ricky Rotten says he wants the sawmill.
I have to show them this. Look, you guys, somebody wood burnt the sawmill on a piece of wood. I actually got Dad a couple of those of the Hobbit house and surprised him for Christmas.
Who made those?
Huh?
Who made those?
Where's Smoky with Where's Waldo hat shirt?
That's what we should do.
Yeah, Smoky in a striped suit. Where's Smoky?
Smokey's crazy.
How about selling percolators?
Isn't that for coffee?
Yeah. You know, we could possibly get some of those and have the logo put on them.
Wood coasters with the bear logo.
Yeah.
Hey guys, look here.
What?
I just sent them that. I just showed.
No, can you see this one?
Yeah.
Let me go get the real one and show you.
You had it this whole time?
Yeah, they're in his truck. I tried to tell him a minute ago to go get them. Listen, all right, Patrick.
Cotton Top. Hey, Cotton Top. Have you ever been to Rocky Top?
Hey, England.
You can't start that song around East Tennessee.
A percolator with your logo on it. That sounds neat. Patrick.
What?
We need to play a joke on Dad when he gets back.
What kind of joke?
Y'all, did y'all see he's just like business? And I'm just over here chilling like a villain. Can't stand the feeling.
You just made that up, didn't you? That's why you're laughing. That's why you're laughing.
What it is. My hair's everywhere now. No, we don't have caps yet, Ricky.
I just got a new computer, so I'm trying to figure out how to make. I have to resize the images for everything to give to them in a specific format to get them made. But yes, they are available. They're just not on our store yet, but they will be.
Sorry, guys. I left
Here it is.
Okay.
Look at this, you guys. I actually sent the picture to the guy, and he drew it. Let me see if I can find it on the piece of paper. Oh, here it is.
I actually left him at the Outpost.
Well, look at that, you all. He done amazing. Anyway.
It's pretty neat, huh?
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be like, where did we get those?
Mm-hmm.
The property is, how big is it?
30 acres.
30 acres?
Yeah.
Yes, he's going to have chickens.
That's why I'm building a chicken house. Yeah. Yep.
Look at that one.
Hey,
Oh.
you didn't know this, did you? And I haven't made it. Jennifer does that. I can make, huh? Sorry, I'm trying to think of my thought first. I can make pet clothes.
You can make pet clothes. Well,
yeah, I didn't even think about that. I'm gonna make them and give them to Smoky.
Excuse me, you have niece and nephew dogs?
Well, you also need to provide them on there that says Outpost or something to everybody else.
Tim, some of the things that we have available, I think, have to be special ordered. I can ask them if they'll make it, because even I can't select the size range. But yes, that is a great point. I've had several people ask me about that. Okay, David, I expect you to be the first one. I'm gonna come straight at you and say, hey, here's the link.
Are you gonna raise pigs for some smo bacon?
It's possible. When I was growing up, we killed about 2 every year. So it's a pretty big job, but it's not like I haven't done it before.
No.
But it's possible.
Are you going to have a goat? I want to get some of those goats.
I want to name him Arnold.
I guess I'm in my own world.
Does any of your merch
What'd you say?
have plaid flannel jackets?
No.
We only have.
I really want one, really, I mean, we thought about that in the beginning.
Bless
You.
Mm. Goodness gracious.
Bless him again.
You know, if you ever sneeze once, you have to sneeze the second time.
But if you'll look at the light, you'll stop.
That's not true.
We only have one company that we're working with now because when we first started out, it wasn't a big deal. You know, if somebody wanted something to ship it to them, you know, because it's just like one every now and then. But now it's not like that. And so this company, you know, once we set the merchandise up, that's it. We don't have to, we're not involved in it anymore. You call in, you order or log on, you order it. They ship it, you pay them. And
JoJo.
we don't have, oh my gosh, JoJo, look at you, guy, go.
You're going to make me
cry. Let's see. I lost my train of thought now.
I'm over here about to cry. JoJo, you're awesome.
Yeah, did you see him in the video where he came down here? He's the one that I gave the cup to. So cheers, JoJo.
David
really is the best.
David, email us. Let us know what you want. I'll send it to you.
But
Smo pajamas. Hey,
that way we don't have to spend a whole lot of time, you know, licking stamps and running back and forth to the post office, because honestly, we try to respond to, and I mentioned this earlier in a video, we try to respond to each and every one of you. Jennifer spends sometimes an hour, hour and a half a day, because we're doing 5 days a week now, videos, to try to answer everybody. But I know that once we get, for example, twice the size we are now, that's going to become a real challenge. And then later on, after we even pass that up, it's going to get to become pretty much impossible to do that. So that was one reason we wanted to do that review channel, so that I would have a chance to, I say review, basically a talk show where I could answer questions, talk about things out there. We could do some reviews, you know, just a vlog to be able to communicate with you all. And we're going to do it in general, because it's going to get impossible to contact everybody in person. But keep the comments coming, because that's what drives our end as far as what do we talk about, what questions do you want to know, what that you want answered, and things like that. But as long as we can stay personal, we're going to try. I answer comments, she answers comments. I know Patrick's answered a few, but
it has been taking me a couple days here lately to like or comment back, because I have been so busy at school. But I'm trying. Hopefully it slows down.
One of my goals when we, if and when, I hope at some point, because I wanted to do it. I wanted to be able, you know, when we started the giveaways, one thing I wanted to do was I wanted to be able to give away something every day for a full month. I don't think we're at that place yet. But, you know, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking into what I would give away, you know, if we did. I just threw this on them. He probably doesn't remember that. That was about a year and a half ago, but
yes, Bob.
But I think that'd be really fun, just to be able to have 30 winners. What you got?
The time.
About time to go.
Okay. Guys, one more question and we're going to get off here.
Yeah, we're trying to do better about not keeping everybody as long. Not that we don't want to keep going, but I've got a dog barking, needs to go to bed.
He wants to go night-night with his daddy.
Will you eventually live in your cat? Well, yeah, that's why I'm building it. But I'm not in any hurry, because I have a place to stay. That whole homestead is the project. I was kind of dreading the cabin, honestly, people, because I knew that it was going to be a lot of repetition. There wouldn't be a lot of new filming, and it wouldn't be as exciting to see a project coming together, because it's going to take longer, because it's just me pretty much. You know, Jennifer has an opportunity to come up and help now and then. Every once in a while I have somebody else up there, but just me, and a large project like that, it draws it out. And, you know, had a few comments like, you know, watching paint dry is a whole lot funner than that, you know. Whatever, go watch one of those paint shows then. But I would never comment like that, you know. But I mean, that's my opinion. I let you guys see real time. It's pretty much 3 days a week on the Outpost. You know, I would have to shut the channel down and work for a couple of weeks to show you a lot of new progress. And I'm not going to do that because I wanted to do it in real time where you guys could have more video and watch me as I'm doing things, you know. And honestly, that way you get to see something done. And I'll never do a time-lapse video, never. It's not going to happen. I don't like watching them myself, so I won't do it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to starting another project and kind of, you know, breaking the monotony for myself up from just constantly putting up stud walls. And here's another question that I had. Why didn't I frame the walls laying down and stand them up? I've done that so many times. I'm going to tell you guys something. The wood that I'm using, a lot of it's green or still green.
Heavy.
It's heavy. I could stack 5 2x4s from the store together and still not be as heavy as 1 or 2 of the ones that I'm using. So I thought, I don't know, once I get that thing built, if I'll be able to stand it up by myself and maneuver it and get it into place that it might fall down. So I thought, you know what? It's going to be just as easy for me to stick frame this 1 2x4 at a time. And it's already done. No big deal. And I felt a lot safer doing it that way. So
He's a devil.
That's old school too, you know. But anyway, so guys, we don't want to keep you on here. It's been real.
Dan, about a week.
Yeah, Dan, about a week.
What's that?
How many days are the videos behind?
Right now, about a week. I want to get 2 weeks ahead. In other words, I want to be 6 videos ahead if I can. That way, if something was to happen, if I got hurt, if I got sick, or anything was to happen, at least I know I've got a 2-week cushion ahead of me. Because honestly, if I stop, the videos stop. So I don't want that to happen. I work real hard to try to keep those videos coming to you every night. I'm editing. And I'll go home tonight and I'll be editing on that year-end review. And I've got some more editing coming up on the review channels to do. So I have to edit every night to keep pushing. But, you know, I love doing that. You guys seem to like watching it. So, you know, I am your slave, but I enjoy it. I do. What do we got here? He just
busted my lip.
Yeah, he will. He will. Hey, you be nice.
He didn't know it.
Don't bite.
His head's just big.
Hey. Don't bite. Don't bite.
He wants you.
Okay, come here.
All right, guys. Well, Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
Yes, Happy New Year. Peace out 2020.
All righty.
All right, guys. We love you.
Take care. And hey, cowboy.
Hey.
David, send us an email.
Sit down.
Okay?
We didn't say hi and bye to. Hi and bye.
Outpost
outpost@gmail.com. Send us an email, okay?
All right, guys. Love y'all. Take care. See you on the next video.
Bye.
See ya.